Well, you don't
Oh,
look fast
that's how
anymore.
they are. That's how, I mean, that's how it
Yeah,
is, man. Like, I think that's like a good thing though in football because like it
yeah,
kind of like teaches you to like, hey, like most of the time you're gonna hear either the honest truth or it's just gonna be a bold faced lie, but like they're just getting you out the door. So like it's cutthroat regardless, right? Like it's cutthroat regardless, and I think that helps us transition into like the real world to a degree because like we understand at any time like whatever we have going can be done. Now it doesn't help when you're dealing with like coworkers and you're telling like some girl or even some dude like, hey, like you're not doing a good job, like you're shitty, you're not doing this well, you're not doing that well, you need to step your shit, you know what I mean? Like, and then you like look at them, and then like the next day, like HR department's hitting you up, or they're like trying to tell you like you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like that, I will say that kind of is tough because like our whole lives, especially like dudes my age and older, our whole life, everything has been tough. There's been no mental health. There was none of that. In my era, there
yeah.
was no mental health epidemic crisis that was going on. So there was no like, oh, I'm sad, or you like, or something happened in my family, and then like I can't. There was none of that. So that's what it is. I remember when.
But imagine how productive we'd be as a society if, like, the laws of professional football applied to other industries, and if you did a shitty job, you were told point blank you're doing a shitty job, and they got somebody else in there. Like, I don't know, there's so much
Yeah,
sensitivities and feelings.
yeah. I
Feelings have kind of overtaken productivity in countless industries in our society.
yeah, 100%. Like 100%. I think we obviously work a little bit more efficiently if, you didn't have to worry about, like, I guess you could say the backlash of like how you told somebody they weren't living up to what they're supposed to do, right? Like, nowadays, like we live in a world where, you kind of have to be politically correct by default, or you're going to be seen as like some type of toxic monster that can't deal with people. And it's like, when you really think about like the most successful people in this world, like they're cutthroat because it's like you're either doing the job or you're not. Like, I mean, regardless if whoever's listening likes this guy or not, like Elon Musk is that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not doing the job, like you're out of there, or he's gonna tell you, or like, you're gonna know. Like, he's not gonna sugarcoat it. He's not one of those guys to where he's like, oh yeah, like we're cool. No. You said you were gonna do this job from June to July. You're not even close, and it's May. Like you're about to look like you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I mean, I think it would be better. I think people would have to take more accountability. I mean, obviously, if you get cut, sometimes it has nothing to do with you, right? In football, like there's times where they're like, hey, like we would love to have you, but the numbers don't work out, right? That's basically how I got to Dallas, honestly. Um, I was on the roster, I was active roster. Two defensive linemen go down game one, and then they were like telling me, "Hey, we're releasing you. Hopefully, you won't make you'll clear waivers, and we'll be able to bring you back for practice squad." And they were like, "We don't think that's going to happen, though. You're young, like you've been making plays." And then later that day, the Cowboys traded for me, because they couldn't get me off waivers, so they did whatever they had to do to get me there. And that I think they were coming off their 14 and 2 years, so they couldn't get me off waivers. The waiver wire works. So, uh, yeah, I agree. I agree.
But,
If
you've
we
seen
could
that help
just,
you in your life today, like just that mentality. Are you able to kind of apply that to whatever business endeavors
yeah, I
you're
mean,
getting into?
yeah, for me, like I started with this. I think football, especially if you're a guy, that when I got to the higher levels, I wasn't like the star. So in high school, I was the guy. Couldn't do no wrong, right? Drop a ball, you don't care. Like it's like, all right, whatever. I'll get like seven more targets today, right? It's cool. When I got to college, started off good early, but then coaching change happened, and then it went to like if quarterback tried to hit me, even if like I was open and like Matt threw the ball out of bounds and like I couldn't even catch it, it was like if we didn't connect, it was like Lane was like, nope, like you're wasting targets. We're throwing it to Robert Woods. We're throwing it to Marquise Lee. Like that's how it was. So, it got to the point where it was like, dang, like I have to make every play count. Like if I get an opportunity on a ball, like I gotta dive. Like if it's within reach, I have to dive. Like that's why I have a lot of diving catches, like in my career, because it's like you don't know if you're gonna get another shot, right? Like so they're not throwing you slants, they're throwing you go balls. Like you have to make sure you come up with this ball. So yeah, I mean, I think it helped me because it helped me just be accountable to like what I have to do. Um, I will say like I've been trying to learn how to talk to people better. I've always been very blunt, black and white. That's how I've always been. That doesn't work when you're dealing with a girl in the golf industry that like said she was gonna do something and didn't do it, or like y'all said y'all were gonna like work together and like y'all are working together, but she's like being a piece of crap. Like you know what I mean? And then like
Yeah, but you're in
you
the
want to tell
right.
her
Like,
off.
what's her defense?
Yeah, yeah, you are, but like in today's society, you have to you have to know how to work around certain stuff, or at least convey your message in a better way. I think that sucks.
So you got into a
Because
little
like I
trouble when that happened?
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, it happens inside my household now, like saying something that like, like
Same.
I feel like I should be able to say this and you should understand it. I shouldn't have to like tap your emotions. You should just understand this is the bullcrap that's going on and I should tell, but you can't. Like you
And
have to
that's the
like
difference between men and
have
women
to
too.
work
Right?
with
Men are very
discernment
practical,
sometimes.
logical. Women are emotional, like by
Yeah,
nature.
exactly. So you have to be discerning more. Now, yes, I still hang out with guys that I could do that with, right? Like, and I structure my friend groups around guys that live like, football guys or guys that are in the space or guys that played a little bit growing up to where I can say certain things and like not have to worry about it. But and the normal, Puma or Cobra, like I'm an ambassador for them, like when we had meetings and stuff, like I gotta make sure like I say the right stuff, or I might lose my, you know what I'm saying, if I say something to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is.